Okay, let's talk about some food guidelines. Now, let's be careful with guidelines. These are not hard, fast rules. These aren't things that, I guess our philosophy is not to give you eat this, not that type food rules. Instead, we want to give you some guidelines of the ways to think about food and nutrition that may be helpful in you making better decisions so that you make concrete decisions about what you're eating instead of just reacting to the choices that are in front of you. And so here are some of our food guidelines that can help you eat a healthier and more sustainable way for you, because you can find out how to work those guidelines into your life and lifestyle. So the first one is, let's eat a variety of foods. So don't just eat the same thing the same way every day. Eat a variety of foods. Try to eat the color wheel in foods with natural color every day, so that you're eating a variety of plants and protein sources and things like that that are from a variety of foods. So eat the color wheel. Make sure to prioritize high protein and high fiber for building lean muscle and making sure that your gut is working well. Those can be very helpful. And then remember to be careful about your carbohydrate sources. It's great to eat carbs. Carbs are good. They are not the enemy. Plant-based sources of carbs are super healthy and really, really helpful. So just avoid the processed carbs. That's where we get ourselves in more trouble, is with the highly refined carbohydrates. But carbs are not bad. We need them. They're an important part of building lean muscle and having enough energy to do the things that we love to do. So carbs aren't the enemy. Think less about good or bad with your foods. Instead, think about, what does this lead me to if I eat this food? Is it a food that makes me more hungry and crave more, processed foods or more high sugar foods, things like that? Does it make me crave more fatty, salty, fried foods? Or is it a food that makes me feel full and feel energized? That's what I would focus on more, is how does this food make me feel in the long term? And then focusing then on the food choices. One of my guidelines is I try to pick foods that, if it is processed or somewhat manufactured, does it have fewer than 5 ingredients, and do I know what all 5 of those ingredients are? That can help you to know with foods that are more grab and go and things that you might need in certain instances, that they're at least a better choice because they're less processed and less high sugar, high carb type things. So I guess one of the ideas there is, the more we eat real foods that are from plant and animal sources that aren't as processed, that are more in their natural form, it's a lot harder to get too many calories out of them. Try to eat 2,000 calories of apples or peaches or even potatoes or things like that. 2,000 calories of potatoes in a more natural form. Once we deep fry them and things like that, it's a little bit easier. But it would actually be hard to get that many calories, to overeat on that, whereas 2,000 calories of pizza is actually fairly simple to do. And so it's one of those things that you really have to think about. What is this going to help me do? How is it going to fuel my body? So does this fuel me for the lifestyle that I want to lead, for the exercise and activities that I want to do? Does this fuel my recovery from those exercise and activities? If it does, then awesome. If not, and it just makes me feel more sluggish, it's not really designed to fuel my body and make me feel better and more energized, then it's probably something to be avoided or to be eaten more sparingly. So again, it's not a eat this, not that. It's more of, is this really in line with who and how I want to be? Does this help me accomplish my goals, or does this detract from it? And so one of the things I would say is, enjoy your meals. Enjoy your food. It should be enjoyed. You should like eating and enjoy the foods that you're eating. One of the things that you can do that really helps us slow down how fast we're eating is to enjoy our meals. To eat with friends and make it a social thing where we're talking more than we're just scarfing it down, because we're taking our time and enjoying those meals. So you can eat well and still eat healthy. And then kind of the last tip is, move after eating. If you get a little bit of movement in, it really helps blunt the blood sugar spike that we get when we eat. It makes it so it's not as high of a spike or doesn't last as long, so that our blood sugar is more regulated and we risk type 2 diabetes and other things like that. So those are kind of our food guidelines. Move more, enjoy your meal, eat foods that you love, but eat a variety of them, and try to focus on just fueling your body for the things that you really love to do.